Welcome to HSBN Media Days. Good to see you guys. Coach, can you introduce yourself and the players that you brought here?
Yeah, for sure. No, so I'm head coach Antonio Shabari. This is my second year here at Hollywood Hills as the head coach, third year overall. To my left, my immediate left, this is Adam Leota, one of our senior first basemen and pitchers. To the left of him is Juan Arias, one of our senior outfielders. And then to his left is one of our senior utility guys, Diego Leal.
Excellent. So, Coach, this is your second year.
Yep.
Do you find things are a bit easier now that you have an entire year leading this program?
Yes and no. Yes, now that I do have a full year under my belt, but not entirely since last year was a COVID year. We battled a few different things, having a very small roster. With this year doubling in size, so it's definitely gotten a lot easier as the second year rolls in, but we're still figuring some things out as a whole, including myself.
And there are a lot of new players on this roster this year. Is this expected to be more of a developmental season?
No. Yes and no. There's a few guys that are still figuring some things out, but for the most part we got a bunch of young guys that have jumped in and definitely filled in like they've been there for a few years already. We got some young freshmen that are definitely ahead of the game and are looking to hit the ground running and definitely contribute to this team this season.
Right, and with so many new players, how important are these veterans to help lead the team?
Oh,
you have some of your leaders here, I assume.
Yeah, no, they're crucial. I mean, they set the tone. Being that 90% of those guys are freshmen, they follow what they do. So if they're not setting the right example, then this is all for nothing. So they understand it. They took that responsibility and kind of ran with it. And I think they're really showing these guys what being a high school baseball player about is, especially at the varsity level.
So for the players, let's talk about the dynamic of the team with you guys as the leaders.
All right. So overall this year, I think in my 4 years playing at Hills, this year is going to be the best team so far. We have 90% of our team is freshmen. Coach Nino has went out and got these players, and it's just our team is just developing and getting better and better. And I think from now on, our program is going to change, and we're going to be a winning program from now on.
What about you guys?
Yeah, well, the dynamic of the team, I really like it because it's a lot of cultures mixed in, and I feel like that really, we all come together for one thing, which is the sport. And like he said, in all 4 years that we've been playing here, I think this year might be the best one yet.
Like he said, since we are a mixed culture, it does kind of bring it all together. We all are there for one thing, one job, but at the same time, since we are the oldest, it's like, in a way, we're like the older brothers, so we get to all mess around, but at the same time, we take it seriously and we teach them new things. We teach them as much as we can to be serious, take the coach serious, listen to them, things like that.
Coach, talk about your schedule for this year.
So this year, we feel like the schedule really kind of is what we've been looking for. We got the perfect balance of games that we feel like we can definitely go out and win, and those other few games mixed in that are going to be a dogfight. But I think the group of guys that we have are more than capable of going out there and winning every single one of our games. Now, whether that happens or not is completely up to them, how much fight they got in them. But I think the schedule is built perfect for what we got working now.
Are there certain games you're particularly looking forward to?
Yeah, I always love playing MacArthur. My former high school coach is there, so that's always a good time. And those games are always competitive. A lot of our guys know their guys. Got a couple buddies over at Piper, so it's always fun seeing them. And then you got some of those schools that you just go in, and it's not bad blood, but you just want to go out there and you want to win that game especially. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Right?
And for the players, this is your last year. What games are you looking most forward to?
I'm looking most forward to MacArthur, South Broward, Fort Lauderdale. We played them during the fall. Hard fought battles. Won some of those games, lost some of those games. But this year we have a special team, and with all the guys, I really love them, and I just believe that this year is going to be a special year for Hills, for the Hills program.
Me personally, I'm looking forward more to Fort Lauderdale because one of my longtime friends play there. So playing them is always a blast. The competitive dynamic of it. So Fort Lauderdale and MacArthur.
For me, I don't have a long list, but for sure MacArthur, because I had a few conversations with their coach. Fort Lauderdale, because we've always had that little back and forth bickering of who's gonna do better. And now this year, Everglades, because I have a lot of my friends that I used to play with growing up. They're over there, so them being on the opposite side kind of makes things a lot more competitive and fun. So that's really what I'm looking forward to.
That's great. And today you guys participated in Media Days. Can you tell me a little bit about what you like, which events you like the best, why this experience? I mean, this is the last one for you guys, so tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I liked the velo. I like, well, batting I really like, so like hitting in there for the last time during Media Day was a good experience. Just the overall experience of having Media Day, being with your teammates, just getting to bond with your teammates for the last time and them knowing that it's your last time just really feels good. And it was just a great experience today. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, all these days, Media Day, it's kind of fun. You're hanging out with all your teammates, and it's not really a competitive environment. Like it is, but at the same time, it's not. So it's really fun to come out here. And my favorite part was the batting, the exit velo.
For me, like he said, it's not really a competitive day towards other people, but more competitive to like yourself, because you want to get your best. Since this is our last year, you want to try to get the best scores, things like that. I enjoyed a lot the 60-yard dash, but I can say definitely that my batting was the best. Yeah, it was fun.
And what about you, Coach?
I think this is just overall, between the getting the pictures taken, the 60s, IO, and the exit velos. I think it's overall just it's a great time for the guys. It's a fun time for the coaches to see them, get excited when they have a good exit velo or they run a fast 60, and just to get excited about the season that's right around the corner. So I'm always I'm a big contributor to this. I love being a part of this. So it's just a great time.
And new this year, HSBN is partnered with Gamecast, which is the live streaming of your games, and you're participating. So, Coach, tell me a little bit about that.
When Anthony sent out the email, kind of exposed us to what what they were looking at doing, I thought it was an absolute great idea. I thought this was just an outstanding opportunity for these guys and some of these programs to really gain that exposure. Especially like a program like the one we have here. Now that we got this special group of guys coming in that are really looking to make a statement, I think having that exposure to them is gonna just excel that much more. So it's just another thing for them to kind of fight for. They shouldn't need something behind them that's recording them to push them, but if that's what gets them there, I'm all for it.
What about you, players?
Yeah, I agree with Coach about the exposure, getting us out there, just having the hype of us being on camera, having people in different states, different countries being able to watch us online that we don't get to see. It's a great opportunity for them and us. I just believe that it's going to be a really good season. I'm very excited.
I really like the idea of broadcasting the games, especially me coming from a different country, having family all over the place. It's really going to be special for me to be able to share my games with them and everything.
I agree with what Adam said. It's a very good opportunity when it comes to other people being able to recruit. They have a higher chance of watching people as much as they want, as much as they can. And like he said, for my family, I have family in Cuba. That's a little different, but they'll be able to watch. My mom, my dad, especially my dad, he's a truck driver. He's not always home, so he'll be able to just watch it on the road whenever he can. So it's a nice experience for them to have,
That's great. Thank you for participating, and thanks for coming out today, and good luck this season.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I appreciate
Thank you.
you.